So the consumption code basically was designed. It's a socially engineered concept, and it's designed to pull you away from financial freedom rather than draw you towards it. It's actually designed to do that by locking you into predictable patterns of earning, spending and borrowing. Okay, so those predictable patterns become 3 mindsets. So you're taught that the only way that you earn money is through a job. It doesn't matter what the job is, it doesn't matter the level of qualification, it doesn't matter the hierarchy. Basically, the only way that you're taught to make money is through a job. In other words, to sell your time and labour. Even if you're, if you think you're an information person selling your knowledge, you're actually not. You're selling your time and labour. Now, as soon as you earn money, what do you do with your money? You've got to spend it, okay? So basically, as soon as you earn money, at the same time in a parallel universe, you have all of the mass media teaching you how to actually spend it. Your job is to go and spend it as soon as you earn it. Now, what happens if you spend more than you actually earn? Now, let me ask you this question. If you can agree at some point that buying one dress for $10,000 plus and wearing it once is not the most rational thing to do. If we're talking about emotional, completely different, okay? But not the most astute, financial, rational thing to do. Would it also be somewhat irrational to start spending money on something that will never give you a return other than a feeling? In fact, let me ask you this question. Is there anything that you can actually spend money on that is actually not directed towards the elicitation of a feeling? Huh? Can anybody think of any way of spending money that is not directed towards the elicitation of a feeling? Food? The elicitation is a feeling. A feeling like you're not going to die. Or when you say, oh, I need to eat, I'm starving. You're not really starving, but it is an illusion. And there is that feeling of sensation, or whatever that, cessation, is it? Is that the right word? Yeah. Feeling full. Yeah. What is it? Satiety. That word.
Sated.
Yeah.
S-A-T-E-D.
Yeah, satedness. Not Paulness, satedness. Thank you. Does that make sense? Okay, so what does that tell you that you should start knowing about money?
Spend on emotion.
Find out about yourself.
Become a machine.
Relationship with money, maybe.
Yeah, that's all important. But see, the only way that you're going to become financially free, the only way that you're going to become financially free is to use the same social engineering against itself. The only way you are going to become financially free is to use the same engineering against itself. So, if by and large, and it doesn't matter whether that shifts, as long as it's over 100%, as long as it's even close to 100%, it's not the point. If by and large, most people spend 116% of every dollar that they earn, it's not a question of whether or not they're going to spend money, is it? It's not a question of whether, see, we kind of sort of been conditioned to hide behind these phrases, I can't afford it. Well, yes, you can. You spend 116% of every dollar you earn. Of course you can afford it. There's no such concept as I can't afford it. You are going to spend all of your money and more. Does that make sense? If I was looking to be confident from your response, I've got to recalibrate my confidence levels. Does that make sense? It's not that you can't afford it. There's no such concept. You're going to spend 116% of every dollar that you earn. And the only way you can do that is to get into debt. Not only can't you afford it, you're willing to go into debt for it. What do you observe about you in relationship to that? What do you observe about your potential you in relationship to that?
You can reverse that, like you say.
See, if they're spending this 116%, and if you want more money, all you've got to do is change the direction of their spending. Why aren't they spending that 116% with you? Why not? They're spending it.
You haven't got good marketing. Yeah.
You haven't got good marketing? Sorry?
You haven't offered them value.
You
Haven't offered them value.
You haven't offered them value? Yep. What's another way of saying that?
You've not given them permission to spend it with
You're not giving them permission to spend it with you.